Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to American Truck Simulator HD Gaming. What's up? Happy Friday and welcome to the weekend. And today we are going to be out in the W900. Right now we are sitting here in Phoenix. Our first run is going to be taking us over to the Eddies in Los Angeles. Underneath the hood we have a Cummins N14 18-speed transmission. And without any further waiting, we're going to climb into the truck, get it fired up, and get moving. Hey, Javi, what's up today? And just a couple of the mods that I am currently running. One of them here is going to be the dashboard mod. That is from Piba. It is available and updated on the SCS forums. And then we've also got a blue background for the GPS. Just make things look a little bit cleaner, a little bit more realistic. Hey, Steve, what's up today and what's your question?
In 200 meters, turn right.
Now, I'm not going to give away anything, but I am running a mod today. I did get it off of the SCS forums that does do a little bit of rework, especially around the urban areas of California. So we're looking at San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, that area there. So, yeah. Yes, it is, Edwin. If it is released on the SCS forums, the links are going to be in the first posting. And as I had thought, the A26, it is in the mod, which is came from another user itself. So it basically turned into a community project, which was very good.
Turn left.
Mod dealer, Steve, do not go do a regular dealer. You're going to want to go into the mod dealer. Hey, Robert, how's it going? And you guys can actually see right here, I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but holy crap, the traffic. We may need to kind of force ourselves out here unless we can get a little bit of a break. Kind of looks like traffic where I live. If it starts getting clear on one side, traffic is coming the other way. If the other way is clear that we're looking at, then the other side's going to have traffic coming. It's kind of a royal pain in the butt. So we're going to force our way out here if we can without trying to hit any of the AI. Truck dealers and access mod dealer. So it's there, all plain, you just gotta find it. And if by chance, depending on what other trucks you're running, Steve, you may need to select international on the left-hand side and not, because it's underneath a dealer in the mod dealer, so international. It may, depending on what mods, if you're running, say, Viper's Peterbilt, that might be the default there, so you might not see it until you click international.
Turn right.
Yeah, something buzzing, that is definitely Utah, but the weird thing in that though was, and I'm going to be speculating here when I say this, the B, once the engine fired up, started throwing off smoke. Now, we're not going to get smoke more than likely, but can we get exhaust plumes? That's probably a very good possibility. I didn't hit you. And then if it's, and then the engine, when it was firing up there, that was more than likely the engine for the Lone Star. Yeah, wrong side of the country there, Martin. You'll enjoy it once you start playing again, Robert. Trust me. The signage update that we've got in Arizona, you're seeing some of it right now. It makes this state feel totally brand new. Oh, they're teasing Utah already, Martin, and we're probably going to get that November, December this year. And then people are thinking it's Texas because the flower was a blue bonnet. Well, Texas is, I think they're actually teasing the Lone Star itself. The blue bonnet is is the state flower for Texas, so Lone Star, get it, Texas, which is the Lone Star state, but the actual bee for the beehive state is Arizona, not Arizona, Utah. Holy crap. And GTM emergency vehicles has been updated also. I am very curious about something there. Yeah, I know some of the ambulances have been reworked, but some of the fire trucks actually have a city name on them now. The other day I was messing around, and when I was released and saw Seattle Fire Department on the door. Well, trucks don't require a version update, Martin, so in 136, if we get that, it's going to be a maintenance update, and then more than likely, Utah is going to be 137. But one thing about Utah, though, is that there is a ton of mining in the state. Now, are we going to get any specific trailers for that, or are they going to let us use the bottom dumpers and what we currently have right now? What's that there, Steve? Hey, Brenton, what's up today? then you probably got a conflicting mod somewhere, because the lights do work. And that's one thing you guys have to understand. If you start having mod problems, this is where a second profile specifically for mod testing comes in. This way you're not going to screw up your main game, and then you get your mods basically into that profile the same way that you have it in your main profile, and then you start changing around with load orders and removing things and finding out what works and what doesn't. And I cannot stress that enough. Have a separate profile specifically for mod testing. If you jump on multiplayer, a separate profile for that is also needed. And that it has been, Brenton, and they've been running about 800 people the past couple of nights on Truckers MP. I'm seeing we're going into the weekend, we might actually, they might get over 1,000 tonight. I don't know. That's probably might be a feat to accomplish, but if it does, it would be great. And a lot of people are in Washington right now too. And just so you guys know, if you were gonna hop on there. Well, the dials are just a texture for an update, but the 8L, the 57, and the time and stuff, that is a W900 dashboard mod by Piva. And it's on the SES forums. Also included with this mod is this same look for the W900B, and then also the T800. Beagle, Bobby, what is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Doing awesome like a possum. It's the weekend off. Cannot complain. We are on our way to Los Angeles to the Eddies. So yeah, we're in a big old truck and a small, tight company that we're going to. Gonna be fun. Oh yeah, I'm not sure why he quit modding. All he had to do was download his mod again, and unless the files that he needed were not in the mod. That I'm not sure about, Robert, but I wish he didn't stop modding those, because the W900 accessory mod from Alan Polly, I never saw such a whiny little baby in my life, and literally that mod, I can't even find it anymore, any version of it, but that's the only one that's working. I am not sure why those wheels are popping in that way there, and it never used to do that before, so I wonder if he changed something with the draw distance in there to even have less of an impact. Well, they're not going to make the cities 1-to-1 scale either, Bobby. I mean, they're working, the cities are, some areas like rest areas and things like that in the state are going to be done at 1-to-1. However, the cities themselves are maybe at 1-to-3. They cannot fit everything in there or get it modeled exactly the same way. They can get it close, but I mean, it's pretty much a game limitation that SCS is hit with in regards to cities.
Continue straight.
Oh yeah, I'm so looking forward to Utah myself. And I'm going to be buying every single map expansion. That's not going to be... I'm not going to have to worry about that at all. So as long as SCS keeps making them, I'm going to keep buying them. Junior, what's up? Right now we're on our way to the City of Angels. I would appreciate it, Robert. And one thing I would like to see in P379's accessory mods, especially for the W900, back of cab lighting. For that, Alan Pauly's mod had that. P379 JP's didn't. They had basically the exact same parts, and that's one reason why I liked using Alan's, even if he was a little baby about things. It was the back of cab lighting. Hey George, what's up today? Yeah, I'm actually running a mod which is I forget the name of it, small urban updates or something that is called, from the SCS forums. So pretty much San Diego up to Los Angeles, a little bit north of there, is going to be like all 3-lane for I-5. Some areas, some parts of it are actually 4-lane. Once we get to the other side of I-15 up here, more than likely we're going to hop into the 3-lane part going into LA. Why would I take offense to that, George? I mean, everybody's free to do what they're going to want to do. I'm not holding the gun to anybody's head. I mean, it is a privilege to stream for you guys, even though I'm not the greatest at this. I mean, I enjoy doing it, and I hope you guys have fun watching. Hey, Landon, I'm doing great today. How about yourself? Okay, so this is part of that urban development that I'm currently running. Normally this is 3-lane in the regular map here, not a whole lot of traffic. We're looking at 4-lane here. Most of the traffic is going to be behind us, but there's also going to be some in front of us. I've got dislikes on every single skin that I have up on the Steam Workshop. I mean, does it bother me? No. You don't like my works? Big deal, but there's lots of people who do. And it's that simple. Yes, this is Junior. Who was the mod? He had just uploaded it yesterday. Oh, I forget his name. He's got like version 2 out today, so we are currently running that. And pretty much redid all the signage and this in here too. This looks so much better. Well, on the SES forums, the skins that I have is, one of them is just called Sonoran Desert. It's not, it was kind of like a test skin for Viper's 389. Other skins that I've done have been Dick Levy, which is a company out of Bradford, Ohio. They run here on the East Coast. I've also done Westside Transport, Transport America, the Mac Anthem for Transland, and I've done ShipX, and I believe there's one other that I did, I think, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, I'm just having a blonde moment and I can't remember worth a damn.
Use the left lane.
Oh, I can understand if someone is stealing their work. That's why I don't download mods off modsats.com or Modland or anything like that. I will not download a mod from there.
Use the right lane.
Yes, I did see that video, George, and I cannot wait for him to get done with it. It sounds so much better than what he's currently got. And I sure the heck hope this is not right next to the building. No, it is not. Thank you. not, George. I appreciate that, Robert. I mean, I am not the greatest skinner. I mean, I'm not gonna even put myself in the same league as Paulie or Lucasi or anybody like that. Yes, I know who he is. I've watched some of his videos, but I'm not subscribed to him. And we've got more used packaging or empty pallets. But we're actually going to go right up to Newport. Or should we see what's in the external market? Let's see this first. And anything going to like Sacramento? That works for me. Now we gotta go over there and back our wagon in. Lovely. Here a little bit. Yep, we are. Good enough. Now we have to remember that we are not going to be swift and remember to swing wide. Yeah, we definitely don't need a reminder to do that.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
And this is my first time going up with the redo of the urban development mod that I'm running. I'm curious if he did anything to Grapevine. That I am not sure about.
Use the left lane.
The blue bonnet, I mean, that's why a lot of people are thinking it's Texas, is because of the blue bonnet. Well, here's the thing, I had mentioned this a few moments ago. The blue bonnet, if that's a reference to Texas, what is Texas called? The Lone Star State. So that is reference to the truck, which we should be getting hopefully later this year. If they're teasing it, then things are going really well. But the B is what we're looking at here, and that is for the Beehive State, which is Utah.
Use the left lane.
Now, this definitely looks the way LA should with traffic. I mean, it's all over the place.
Use the left lane.
The Ferarri Red Legend Edition by Chance Martin. Denelvis, how's it going today? Welcome to the stream. And I do hope I said your name correctly. If I did, I am sorry. Yeah, nothing changed here on Grapevine. This is the good old same 3-lane. It's not a traffic mod. I am running an urban development mod that was released from the SCS forums yesterday. So basically, your cities, San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Oakland area, up around in there, where he's touched at, there's going to be increased traffic flow without affecting the rest of the game itself. So apparently, if you can lock traffic now to certain areas and have a whole bunch more of it, SCS should really start doing that with the bigger cities. Yeah, it's only for California. It will be a very entry-level wheel, Martin. You're not going to have force feedback on it. The wheel itself is going to be a bungee wheel, 270 degrees of rotation probably. I mean, will it work for ATS and ETS2? Yes, it will. My real-life sunglasses out in the car. With the sun right where it is, I mean, it is actually tough here to see in-game right now. Atlanta traffic is some of the worst in the nation, George. I mean, I don't know how people can deal with it. Yeah, so that is a new flash pattern there, and that is one of the new looks of the ambulances. White and orange on there, pretty much just like real life. So that is GTM's emergency vehicles, fully updated for 1.35. And I seriously cannot wait to find out what trailer is actually licensed for ATS. I mean, is it going to be Wabash? Is it going to be Utility? I mean, what are some of your guesses? Hey, Ron, what's up today? But definitely one option we need is a pinnable reefer unit. I mean, that cannot be that hard to do. And then also working reefer lights the way they should for your refrigerated loads. So your meats, your veggies, your produce, butter, those are all temperature controlled loads. That reefer light should be on every time you have one of those loads on. But right now the only time that light comes on is for frozen. So yeah, really doesn't make any sense. You are so going to enjoy it, Ron, once you do get it. I mean, I would imagine it would have to be a company that's going to do both reefer, dry van, and insulated. Great Dane is one that does all three of those. Another is Utility. And I even believe Wabash does reefers also. So I'm very curious. Those are the big three players when it comes to at least freight boxes here in the USA. If you're going to be like me, Ron, if you go into the port of Seattle the first time, you are, and don't do it in the middle of the night, I'll tell you this right now, because you are going to be pulling your hair out. But you've probably watched Eaten Up videos, but if you haven't, the entrance to Port of Seattle is easy. in order to get out, it's not going back out the same way you came in. You literally have to go to the back of the factory, because there's one way in and one way out. That is it. Hey, LeVar, what's up today? Yeah, the one thing that really struck me in the buzz video from yesterday was when that engine started, smoke flew out of the stinger of the
Continue
B.
straight.
Now, chances are we're probably not going to get rolling coal, but we might actually get heat plumes, but that is a very speculative answer as of right now. So, I mean, they did that with the Washington teaser. They showed the container being lifted off a trailer. We don't have that in game. That could have just been done for that video also.
Continue straight.
Not sure on that, George. That's awesome, Danny boy. How's it going today? Vaporing Deer, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I do appreciate it. Yeah, the thing though is, with rolling coal, maybe back in the 80s that was cool, but on today's newer trucks, you simply do not see it. So, and some people are going to be very vocal about it, but you're just not going to see rolling coal unless there's something seriously wrong with the truck. And Vaporing Deer, thank you so much for the host there. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, we're in the W9. I mean, if I'm going to be running a Kenworth, I mean, I don't have anything against the 579 or the T680, but I just love the classic looks better than the newer ones. The only exception to that might be the Lone Star that we ran the past few days. I believe that is a raid taking place there on Mixer. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, in this game anymore, you've got to drive defensively and don't have a lead foot. Literally, you will get yourself into trouble. Yeah, but that emission system, George, unless it is from a truck before a certain year, you cannot mess with those. You won't be able to link your Facebook, Ron. I actually have any links shut off unless they're posted by me. It is not. The base game costs $20. And LeVar, when it comes to states, what I see happening is we are going to get Utah this year. Next year, the 2 states that we're going to get, Idaho is probably definitely going to be one of them, because it's going to be hard to get to Washington without that and having Utah. The second state next year, I'm leaning towards probably Texas or Colorado. Hey, Drift King, what's up today? Oh, that was a mistake, Coda. You knew he was not going to speed up fast enough. And when it goes on sale, Vaporing, it goes on sale for $5, which is a hell of a steal for the game. But the base game itself, you're going to get Arizona, Nevada, and California. There have been 3 map expansions since the game was released. That is going to be New Mexico, Oregon, and last week we had just got Washington. I doubt if we're going to get a third state. Chances are, if they do have a third map team, my guess is they are already working on Texas. I mean, that state is so huge, it's going to take a while to get built. I mean, I can see Utah's already been in production probably for the last 4 months or even longer. The Washington team more than likely has moved on to Idaho. Either that or the Washington team, if there's not a third map team, is now starting on Texas. I mean, Texas is one of the states that SCS wants to get done. It's also highly requested by the community. I do have Farm Sim 17, very seldom play it. Well, here's the thing, LeVar. The 4 states that SES had stated, and this was right around release, that Pavel wanted to get done, and 3 of the 4 have been done so far. That was New Mexico, Oregon, and Washington. The other state was Texas. Because of the map being a pretty much right along the coast right now, or a hockey stick, they're more than likely are doing Utah first before Texas. And that's to square up the map a little bit to get rid of a whole bunch of corridor driving.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. You have arrived.
Oh yeah, 135 is definitely, the update was so huge, and literally just about now is when a lot of mods have been caught up, but there are still some that are not. Nope, I'm not squarely in the door, and knowing me, I know I'm OCD. I've got to be nice and straight in the slot here. Alright, let's see, where can we go? Perfectly 420, thank you such... Yeah, if I could damn talk, thank you for the follow on Mixer, I do appreciate it. Alright, where are we going? Let's see, Medford works. Nah, let's go to Burns. We'll get up and go across 80 here and then just run pretty much all the way north. Works for me. is going to probably take about 8 to 12 months or more, LeVar. And your bigger states like Texas, you're probably looking at, I'd say, 15 months. Texas is not a southeastern state, it is south central. Texas is considered Midwest. In your southeast state, you're looking there at probably Georgia, Florida, Mississippi. But even Mississippi is more considered Midwest. Oh, I can see them easily adding 20 plus cities into Texas. I mean, they're not going to forget. I mean, some of the ones that I think they're going to include Brownsville, El Paso, San Antonio, Houston. Of course, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Probably Abilene. What else? And there's literally a whole bunch of them. Amarillo, they're definitely going to add that because that's like north. Vaporing, sorry, but I am not going to be stopping my stream to watch somebody else. And can you have a little bit of respect for me, please? Yep, I'm forcing my way out because I'm gonna be a dick. If you're looking at an entry-level wheel run, I keep an eye on Amazon. The T150 and some of the Logitech wheels, they've been going on sale quite regularly. Oh yeah, they'll definitely add Denton because of the Peterbilt factory there. No ands, ifs, or buts. Man, here it is, 1:45 in the morning and traffic is a cluster F. Definitely we're going to get more, probably a lot of petroleum facilities in Texas. That's going to be my guess. Utah, there's going to be a whole lot of mining. Perfectly 420, thank you so much for the host. I do appreciate it. Nah, War Machine, you're not late at all. How's it going today? Yeah, I'm hoping we get some new trailer types for Utah for dumps, but it's hard to say. We'll probably get ownership of those, well, at least the other kind, more than likely. That's going to also be my guess. And doing awesome like a possum. We're in the W900 and only a handful of mods activated.
Turn left. Use the right lane.
The LT War Machine, that was released when I woke up this morning at 7:30. So yeah, it's been released if you guys want to go grab it. And no, I am not being mean. I'm the nicest guy ever. Hey, Blitzwinner, how's it going today? Welcome to the live stream. And we are in the W900 today. Brother Nero, what's up? That's the N14 doing it, or what I call a well, it's, even though it's a Cummins, I call it a come apart, because they were notorious for not being that good of engines back in the day when I was driving. No, it does not, War Machine. It's actually been pretty much everything is solved. The game itself is on Steam, Brother Nero. And if you wanted to, there is a demo that you can pretty much enjoy if you would like to. And then I believe with Arizona it was a free state. You are able to run the game right in Arizona without having a time limit. unless they change that. I know back when I was playing the demo, I had grabbed Arizona, and it was an untimed demo, basically. And we definitely need a proper Donner Pass, which is where we're at right now, because this does not look anything like the real Donner Pass. I doubt if they're going to have signs for Disney World all over the place, George. They don't need to be getting in trouble with Disney or SeaWorld or Universal Studios, so you probably won't see those. I mean, they'll have their own rendition of it. They won't call it Disney World, though. More than likely not, LeVar. I see them... I don't see them adding more than maybe 16 at most. And we almost gave somebody a KW tattoo. The only one that we know we're getting right now from International is the Lone Star. Are we getting any other trucks from them? We very well could be, and we haven't been told. And that was mentioned earlier, and with the engine starting up in there, that is a Lone Star engine more than likely, because no other engine in-game sounds like that. Yeah, I took a trip to State College yesterday, and I'm roughly maybe an hour and a half away from there with where I live. And in the 3 hours, damn it, and I just crashed. 1 second here. Gotta find out see if anything caused that. No, nothing caused that crash, which is weird. But anyways, in the trip that I took yesterday with my mom, hour and a half out, hour and a half back home, I saw literally a dozen Lone Stars around my area yesterday. And they're still the ugliest looking truck ever, but But it is a nice truck. I'm not gonna complain. I live by there, yes, but not any. I'm a little bit of a ways away. And perfectly 420. You mean that green light there? That's not a check engine light. That is the engine brake light. I used to live there, Brother Nero. I'm in the next town over. Lived in Kerwinsville also, so yeah, I know know the area quite well. Yeah, pretty much any engine brake these days, people call them a Jake brake, but they are each, pretty much every engine manufacturer has their own design of it. So, everyone just calls it a Jake. It's really technically correct to call it an engine brake, unless you're getting it from Jacobs Engines, then you can call it a Jake brake. As a matter of fact, I used to, well, actually, this was my last year doing it, but Thursday nights I bowl at Clearfield Lanes.
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right. Continue straight.
Yeah, so did I back in the 90s and early 2000s, until my wife kind of said, you're coming off the road or I'm leaving you. Well, I should have let her leave back then. My brother is still a driver to this day. He's been doing it 20 plus years. A part of me still does run, but I've got so much stuff going on here at home that it's kind of not feasible for me to even go back to to being a driver again. So, I mean, there's ups and downs to it. The good old Dick Simon had the skunk on the trailer. They're no longer in business. Uh-oh, that guy's getting a tattoo. Did he turn? He must have. Holy crap. is mostly complete, but I do notice that they got a little bit of cleanup to do in some areas. I'm hoping, maybe later this year, and they're more than likely not going to be porting to Vulkan or DX12 anytime soon either. No, I wasn't, George. That was back in the 70s. I was born in 73. I'm an old guy. I will admit it. But by the time that I started driving, already the federal government was sticking their faces and heads into things they shouldn't have been.
Turn right.
And yes, I took that turn extremely wide. Don't criticize me. Only a handful of mods today, War Machine. The dashboard mod, the GPS mod, actually 2 dashboard mods, one for the dial, one for the computer. The GPS, I literally took all the rim packs out, running GTM emergency flares. What else am I running? I'm not even running the sound fixes pack today for, really don't need it anymore. What else am I doing? That's really about it. And if we get ourselves a driving award here doing 65 and 55, so be it. Now, I'm not running the sound fixes mod for right now. Basically, it's not that I don't mind it or anything like that. I just want to get away from some of the mods that actually might be causing some FPS issues on my side. A sound mod, it's basically CPU stress. It's not so much gonna be anything graphically, but it's just my CPU is getting a little overworked, I thought. Side Buffalo 8180, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I do appreciate it. We might see something like that, LeVar. More states need to get released before that even happens, from what Pavel says. Nice. Nice of you to stop way back there and give me lots of room. You're very welcome, Ron. Thanks for tuning in. But with the Buzz video yesterday, with that smoke coming off the B, if we do get heat plumes, this would look so awesome with all of the trucks actually in game, but more so your classic trucks, the 389, W900, the Lone Star, of having that heat plume come off there. I mean, it would, I'm not going to say it's going to be a game changer, but it definitely adds a step towards realism. Take care, Ron. Have yourself a good one. No, you are not going to get a Confederate flag anywhere in the game. With the way people are these days, that's the last thing that people need to be doing is crying that SES added a symbol of slavery and racism into the game. It's not going to happen, George. We're not going to go into those ones. We're going to go to the other side over here. Whole lot easier to get in and out of. Yeah, Side Buffalo, yeah, I streamed to both Mixer and YouTube at the same time. And I am not seeing Jonathan's messages for some odd reason. But yeah, the LT is released. Pretty much that truck is set and ready to go. The A26 mod that I had mentioned, that is in the truck, along with the Cummins X15. Basically, everything on it is pretty much fixed for right now. The truck, depending on your hardware, it may lag you a little bit. There are going to be warnings that are thrown by the LT, and that is because of the way that Frank Peru had made the mod. There's only so much that they were able to get done without screwing up the model itself. So a lot of the errors are fixed, however, it is going to be throwing bake error warnings in your log. Yes, I did, LeVar. This past Sunday, I went from Hobbs, New Mexico, all the way up to Bellingham, Washington. Power Joker, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I do appreciate it. And thank you for the host also. Yes, GTM's T800 is working. Those were some of the first trucks that were updated for 1.35. And just a quick reminder, guys, I do notice you guys are following on Mixer, but we're currently on the road to 1,000 for YouTube also. My last look, I was at 880 or so. 889, I believe, was the last. So if you'd like to subscribe on YouTube, if you are already not, that would be appreciated. The link is down below in the video description on my Mixer page. About 2 hours and 45 minutes, LeVar. Yeah, Mixer is just another streaming platform which is owned by Microsoft. That's because that MaxForce engine that they used to use on the ProStars, that was an utter piece of crap. And then also, the interiors would start falling apart after 6 months to a year. Yeah, the anything that is by Lucasi, so the FLD, the International 9800, the Argosy, those are not updated for 1.35, and you will probably crash if you use them. it is not, George. Actually, the LT is getting quite a bit of sales. Weed Workshop, thank you so much for that subscribe. I appreciate it. Roger that perfectly. Yeah, if your YouTube subscriptions are not private, Streamlabs is not gonna tell me. So if those are private, Streamlabs doesn't tell me. Mixer, like, I don't believe you can hide those, to be honest. Now I tried that, George, and when I went to change the engine, it immediately crashed on me. Yep, I saw that perfectly. I appreciate it. I believe it did. And 1,000 is a milestone. I mean, nothing's gonna change about me. I do know I'm probably gonna be redoing my intro screens and the music here. What I'm currently using has been up there for more than a year now, so I mean, I'll figure out something one of these days. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not going above 65, we're on an external contract.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Here in the game perfectly, I'm currently got an owned trailer behind me. Since we can own our own trailers, with our owned trailers there are two different options for loads. Cargo market, which you are not speed limited on, and then there's external market. External contracts are speed limited to 65. So it's basically say, I'm going to use this as an example. I'm hauling for Acme Motor Freight. I have my own truck and trailer, but I'm pulling a load for them and they don't want me to go faster than 65. That is what an external contract is.
Continue straight.
are still a lot of companies that own their own trailers. And I'm going to use this as an example. Amazon. I mean, they don't own trucks. That's all hired drivers who are pulling Amazon freight, but Amazon owns their own trailers.
Turn right. Use the left lane, then turn left.
F3 is going to bring up your route advisor.
Turn left. You have arrived.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in there. As much as I don't like blindside backing in this game, we're gonna put it right in there. Hey, Miles, how's it going today? No guarantee on release date, Miles, just that it's been teased. Trucking is trucking, George, is how I see it. I should be around tomorrow unless Mom wants to go somewhere. Basically, shouldn't have any issues there. Where the hell should we go? Nothing going to Seattle. Okay, no big deal. And actually, that road is going to be interesting to go up to Kennewick, but, yeah, let's do it. Let's go to Kennewick. Even though it's used packagings, I don't give a damn. We're going to Kennewick. Is not Nero. The only way you can get to the East Coast right now is through a mod called Coast to Coast. I thought this was one of the bigger Walmarts. Oh, we're gonna have fun backing in this one too.
You have arrived.
When I drove, yeah, all the time. Hey, Curtis, what's up today? Especially with the flatbed company that I ran for, basically it was a small company, no more than like 15, 20 drivers, and there would be all of us would meet up at, whether we were pulling pipe or whatever. We didn't have the same loads, but if we ran into other drivers, chances are we were going to the same locations, so we ran together. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going today? I was thinking of doing that tomorrow, LeVar.
Turn left. Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
Well, if I am home, probably gonna be in the evening.
Continue straight.
No, I would not, George, because anymore, basically, I don't think it's worth it to be an owner-operator. With as much as things cost you these days, it's just easier to be a company driver. You don't need to worry about fuel cost, maintenance, or even escrow.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
Well, I'm gonna take a wild guess that not everybody is gonna have Washington, and everybody is, well, I'm gonna say a majority of people are gonna be in Washington. We're not gonna be starting in Phoenix because people love to hang out at that Kenworth dealership and cause a bunch of problems, so, and I don't know as of yet. And Flowgrown Pirate, thank you so much for the follow on Mixer. I do appreciate it. currently have a Thrustmaster TX wheelbase, the Ferarri Evo 599 XX wheel rim. We've got the Thrustmaster T3PA pedals, TH8A shifter. Sitting on top of that is the Tech Affliction Mega Shifter, which is a world American shift knob converted for use on PC. Head movement, we got TrackIR. If I am home tomorrow night, George, probably will be, yes. But it's only going to go maybe 2 to 3 hours. That shouldn't happen, Curtis. B-double should lock you to Washington and Oregon. Hey, Flyman, what's up today? Truck is probably going to be later this year if everything goes well. Yeah, it's same as on YouTube, Amazing ATS. Oh no, look what's in front of us. No traffic coming, guess we're getting by, sure wished I finished training. Yeah, once you find it, Curtis, you are gonna, it's a great tool to have. Basically, it took me a little bit in order to get mine also, to get it to where I needed it and where I liked it. I do know that I am not using precision, however, on the area there where you can actually move bars around and whatnot, I actually moved things in there so it wasn't so sticky here in the middle. So it's a little more natural movement here in the middle and not being like going this way, stop, and coming this way, dead stop. And that is what annoyed me a little bit when I first got this. It is a little expensive at first for a machine, but if you can save up for it, it is definitely worth it. And you don't need to go with the Track Clip Pro that attaches onto a set of headphones or anything. You can just use the regular hat clip that comes with it. Yep, way to go, Coda. That was way wide. I haven't given that any thought there, Jeffrey. Yeah, I saw that, George, but I am not on Facebook, and I'm not joining Facebook just in order to get mods from Outlaw, so, I guess I will be without it. And who won it the last time was a viewer from the Caribbean. O'Shane won the DLC giveaway. That was a horse. I would not know on that, George. It'll definitely save the front of your truck if you smack a deer. much exactly what that was, Curtis. I'm just waiting for some deer to pop out across the road. We won't be able to hit them, but it looks so cool when it happens. Only if they are running bobtail, they should have mud flaps, but if there's going to be a trailer connected 99.99% of the time, they do not need mud flaps on the back of the truck.
Use the left lane, then turn left. Turn left.
Yes, I did see it once, and that was the first trip that I took when Washington released. I went from Astoria up to Aberdeen, and about halfway through the trip, I saw the deer run across the road at an intersection. No, it was daytime.
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right.
In Utah, they could definitely add elk if they wanted to, at least in the northern part of the state. Will it happen? I have no idea. Hey, Zach, how's it going today? awesome like a possum. How about yourself today?
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right.
Have a good one, Curtis. Make sure you keep that shiny side up.
Take the exit on the right. Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right. Continue straight.
You know, there was a debate about the Walberts in the game being Walgreens. If you take a look at some of the Walberts here in Washington, they actually look like Walmart stores, not Walgreens.
Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right. Use the left lane. You have arrived.
Now the Eddies I can see being Walgreens, but Walberts I'm gonna say that those are more towards Walmarts than anything else. Have any of you guys been on the secret road outside of Bellingham as of yet? Because one thing I am going to take a look at here is, let's see. Nothing there. And let's check the cargo market. Nada. Okay. Yeah, charged is definitely a Best Buy. No doubt about that. And let's go ahead and take some tableware over to Wenatchee. That's going to be an interesting park job down there. We got Swift doubles partially in the way. Yeah, we're not straight, but I am not going to worry about it right now.
Turn right.
Oh, gee, thanks for blocking me in. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, you better stop there. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to sit through another traffic light there. Traffic mods are under American Truck Simulator, mods, and then traffic.
Continue straight.
Alright, I guess I was waiting for a different shade of green.
Continue straight.
It's not a traffic mod that I'm running, George. For the one I was in California, it's actually underneath maps.
Turn left.
but it only affects traffic in California. It does not affect traffic anywhere else.
Take the exit on the right.
Crash and roll stunt team, you better stay right there. You guys are just as bad as Swift. They're both bad. That's end of story. Lucas, how's it going today? Good evening. Doing awesome like a possum.
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right. Turn right. Use the left lane, then turn left.
Blackjack? What do you mean, Martin?
Turn left.
Oh, I don't play table games when I go to the casino. Not really, George, I didn't. And I am not an overly huge country guy, so yeah. During this
then
stream,
take
George,
the
only
exit
a
on the right.
handful.
Take the exit on the right.
Nearly missed this one because I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the chat.
Use the right lane, then turn right. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, trains are pretty cool there, Zach.
You have arrived.
Well, the times that I did play Martin, it depended on what the dealer was showing. And I am not that big on blackjack strategy, so I am not the person to be asking. And that is going to wrap it up for today's stream. I do want to thank you guys for watching. As always, if you did enjoy today's stream, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, we're on the road to 1,000 on YouTube. just go ahead and slap that red subscribe button. Want to get a notification every time I upload a video or go live? You enable those by clicking on the gray bell. I do hope you have a great rest of your Friday nights. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.